Hi everyone, today we're going to learn the basics of economics, supply and demand. Supply is the amount of the good that is being sold onto the market by producers. Demand is the quantity of the good that consumers wish to buy at different prices. The law of supply states that the quantity supplied of a good rises when its price rises, provided all other things are equal. And the law of demand claims that the quantity demanded of a good falls when the price of the good increases, again provided that all things are equal. Now, to truly understand these concepts, we should visually represent how they are all affected through the supply and demand graphs, or curves. A shift in the supply curve is caused by a factor affecting supply other than a change in its price. If any of these factors change, then the quantity that the seller is willing to sell changes. If the supply curve shifts to the right, then this means supply increases. If the supply curve shifts to the left, then supply decreases. Many of the important factors that causes shifts in supply are the prices of inputs, technology, the seller's expectations, the number of sellers in a market, and natural/social factors. To explain these factors, we'll have a farmer called Bob who sells beef. Why? Because I said so. Now, inputs are the resources used to make a certain product. Now, if the price of fertilizer increases, a key input for cows, then Bob's production costs increase. This will cause him to decrease his supply of beef, since it is more expensive. Second, advances in technology can cut costs with less factor inputs, which increases Bob's supply of beef. Next, if Bob expects less demand for his beef in the future, then he will cut back on supply. Now, if the beef market has multiple sellers, then Bob will be forced to lower his price of beef to compete. Finally, natural or social factors like natural disasters can reduce the number of cows and cut his beef supply. In contrast to shifts, a movement along the supply curve occurs when there is a change in price, assuming other factors affecting supply are constant. This may occur because of a change in demand conditions. A shift in the supply curve is caused by a factor affecting demand, other than a change in price. Higher demand shifts the demand curve to the right, and lower demand shifts the demand curve to the left. There are many variables that can shift the demand curve. These are income, price of substitute goods, tastes, expectations, and the size and structure of the population. And just like with Bob, to explain these factors, we will have a consumer called Sarah. Why? Because I said so. If Sarah is richer, she may buy a normal good, goods that are demanded more when incomes rise, like a car. And if Sarah is poorer, she may buy an inferior good, goods that are demanded more when incomes fall, like noodles. In addition, if the price of a substitute good increases, the demand for the other good rises. For instance, the price of LG's phone increases, then Sarah may choose to buy from Samsung instead. Demand of certain goods may increase due to tastes, like Sarah buying pink clothes because she likes pink. Expectations of the future can also affect demand. If Sarah senses that prices for apples will increase tomorrow, then she will buy more apples today when it is cheaper. Finally, the size and structure of the population can affect demand. In Sarah's case, her diabetes prevents her from buying burgers. Poor Sarah. A movement along the demand curve occurs when there is a change in price, but this may occur because of a change in supply conditions instead, and the factors affecting demand are assumed to be held constant. And it only took 45 videos to get to the basics. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a like and comment, as it really helps my video in the YouTube algorithm. And if you like economics and political commentary, consider subscribing. Maybe follow me on my Twitter, and see you later.